Here's why silence is your biggest weapon to attack the narcissist from within. Hey there, lovely viewers. Welcome back to our channel. It's a pleasure to have each and every one of you here. Today, we're diving into a topic that's bound to make you stop and think. Why silence is your biggest weapon to attack the narcissist from within. Take a moment to let that sink in. Have you ever considered the power that lies in silence? Well, you're about to find out. But before we dive in, don't forget to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Your engagement helps us continue to create content that resonates with you. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the discussion and uncover the strength that lies in your silence. Let's get started. The potency of your silence cannot be overstated. In fact, I've dedicated an entire series, a comprehensive playlist, to explore the profound impact of silence, not only in the aftermath of narcissistic relationships, but also in the broader context of life. Silence is a tool that you've always possessed, yet its significance may have eluded you until now. During your time in a narcissistic relationship, silence took on a multifaceted role. On one hand, you were forcibly silenced by the narcissist, deprived of your voice and agency. Your hopes, dreams, and ambitions were stifled as the narcissists sought to obstruct your progress, all part of a meticulously crafted agenda. In the grip of silence within the confines of the narcissistic dynamic, you experienced a profound loss of self. You became a mere shell, stripped of your identity and reduced to an extension of the narcissist. This isn't a casual observation. Across the globe, countless individuals find themselves ensnared in such relationships, losing themselves in the process. Every moment spent in a narcissistic relationship is a moment too long. The suffocating silence imposed upon you leaves your world in disarray, scrambling to make sense of your reality. Yearning for a return to the euphoric love-bombing stage, you sought validation, support, and companionship, only to discover that the person you trusted, the very spouse who turned out to be a narcissist, was never truly there for you. Instead, they evaded your concerns, leaving you to navigate the chaos alone. Perhaps you faced health challenges, encountered job loss, or grappled with medical concerns in the past. Throughout these trials, the narcissist remained conspicuously absent, fleeing at the first sign of trouble as your life unraveled before their eyes. Their lack of support hindered your growth and impeded your healing, leaving you silenced and isolated in your struggles. Now, in the aftermath of the narcissistic relationship, you've reclaimed your voice. Through the empowering act of going no contact, blocking, deleting, and severing ties with flying monkeys and all associated individuals, you've broken free from the narcissist's grip. For those unable to enact complete separation, the grey rock method offers a strategy to fade into the background, rendering yourself unremarkable to the narcissist's radar. But why is your silence so potent now? Because it's a deliberate choice, a manifestation of your newfound autonomy. Instead of being silenced by the narcissist, you're embracing silence as a tool for observation and introspection. In the wake of the narcissistic relationship, you're faced with a multitude of tasks: healing, processing the trauma, educating yourself about narcissism, and understanding the intricacies of the abusive cycle. Among these endeavors, mastering your silence emerges as a formidable superpower. By enforcing no contact, you send a clear message to the narcissist. You see through their facade, you've broken free from the trauma bond, and you're no longer ensnared in their manipulative web. You now wield boundaries with confidence, peering behind the narcissist's mask to reveal the tumultuous reality of the relationship. Despite the upheaval it caused, you emerge stronger and wiser, equipped with a newfound understanding that transcends the illusions of the past. Throughout the narcissistic relationship, the narcissist employed a repertoire of manipulative tactics, including mirroring, gaslighting, stonewalling, giving the silent treatment, triangulation, and erupting into fits of rage. Their arsenal was vast, as they spared no effort to ensnare you during the love-bomb euphoric stage, luring you in with their deceptive facade. It's crucial to understand that falling for the narcissist's mask wasn't your fault. You weren't equipped with the tools to recognize toxic individuals, nor were you taught about the nuances of narcissistic behavior. boundaries may have been lacking, and oversharing likely occurred, particularly in the early stages and throughout the relationship. The narcissist thrives on gathering information through their manipulative tactics, while withholding insights into their own thoughts and intentions. By fostering isolated groups or bubbles of individuals, the narcissist maintains control, preventing any potential revelations that could lead to their exposure or rejection. They operate under the constant fear that these bubbles could implode, with individuals realizing the truth behind the narcissist's facade and choosing to distance themselves or go silent. Understanding the consequences of oversharing, particularly with individuals whose intentions may not align with your best interests, is crucial. It's a skill to discern whom you're communicating with and ensure they've been vetted before divulging personal information. However, during the narcissistic relationship, such awareness may have been lacking. Perhaps you were a people pleaser or found it difficult to assert boundaries, leaving you vulnerable to exploitation. The narcissist preyed on this vulnerability, recognizing your uncertainty about your own worth and readiness to give freely of yourself. They seized the opportunity to extract whatever they could from you: your time, money, energy, love, empathy, and more, driven by their inherent nature to exploit others. In hindsight, it's evident that you may have shared extensively with these individuals, lacking the wisdom to recognize their manipulative tactics. Now armed with this wisdom, your silence becomes a potent tool. You possess the ability to swiftly discern whom you wish to associate with and maintain boundaries without the need for explanation or defense. Gone are the days of returning home uncertain of who you'll encounter, whether it be Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. Embracing silence and eventually severing ties with the narcissist is the path to security and peace of mind. While it may not happen immediately, you'll come to realize its importance in safeguarding your well-being and sending a clear message to the narcissist that their influence no longer holds sway over you. There was a time when the narcissist held significant sway over you. They were everything: the unpaid helper, the walking apology, the servant, the pawn, the sounding board. In your mind, you believed you were in a loving, stable relationship, but the reality couldn't have been further from the truth. Day in and day out, you gave tirelessly, only to find the narcissist absent when you needed them most, missing from important events, birthdays, graduations, or any moment of significance to you. In their presence, tension hung heavy, suffocating any sense of comfort or connection. Despite being physically close, you felt utterly alone, a sensation that may even linger now, post-relationship, as you sit in solitude, but with a newfound sense of self. In the aftermath of the narcissistic relationship, you embark on a journey of healing and self-discovery. Through introspection, you identify your wants, your boundaries, and your priorities. No longer ensnared in the narcissistic fog, you reclaim agency over your life, recognizing the insidious tactics that once held you captive. During the devaluation stage, the narcissist wielded the silent treatment as a weapon, leaving you bewildered and desperate for resolution. In your confusion, you may have apologized for offenses you didn't commit, hoping to break the suffocating silence that enveloped you. Yet, the narcissist remained unmoved, deriving pleasure from your discomfort and anguish, a form of emotional abuse that underscores their manipulative nature. As you navigate the aftermath of the relationship, you may find it challenging to articulate your experiences to others. Those untouched by the cycle struggle to comprehend the depth of your suffering, leaving you feeling misunderstood or dismissed. However, you no longer feel compelled to explain yourself. You recognize that your silence speaks volumes, a testament to your resilience and newfound understanding. Having traversed the arduous path of healing, you possess a wisdom and strength that eludes many. Your silence is not a weakness, but a powerful assertion of self, a declaration that you refuse to be silenced or diminished by the narcissist's machinations. Every interaction, whether with a narcissist or not, carries a message. Take, for instance, a post-relationship scenario where a friend sends you a text that doesn't quite resonate with you. In the past, perhaps before encountering the narcissist, you might have felt compelled to respond, to uphold a sense of social obligation. But now, post-healing, you've reached a state of indifference, a place where you no longer feel beholden to respond unless the message genuinely warrants it. This newfound perspective is liberating. You no longer feel guilty for prioritizing your own well-being over superficial social niceties. Instead, you recognize that your primary obligation is to yourself, to nurture your own self-love, to safeguard your time, energy, and resources. Gone are the days of expending your resources on those who exploit and drain you. You've learned the power of setting boundaries, of withholding your time and attention from those who offer nothing but negativity. You understand that your silence speaks volumes, an assertion of your autonomy and self-respect. Consider, for instance, a scenario where someone makes an inappropriate joke at a gathering. In the past, you might have felt pressure to laugh along, to conform to societal norms. But now you stand firm in your convictions, refusing to participate in behavior that compromises your values. In closing, remember that your silence is a superpower, an assertion of your sovereignty and self-worth. Embrace it, wield it, and stand tall against narcissism. You are not alone on this journey. Stay true to yourself, and may serenity and peace accompany you wherever you go. Until next time, take care.